everybody, hope you're doing well. Well, I made it through my first day. Had a full day yesterday of events, and it was so surreal. I can't believe, number one, that it has actually already happened, but I was witnessing myself the entire time through, and also witnessing so much of what occurred, and I couldn't wait to share it with you, but it has seemed non-stop from morning till night, and took me a little bit of time to get out of bed this morning and get moving and finish some details, because I'm struggling a little bit with how to keep up with the rest of what I need to do, emails and responses, and making sure that I'm also giving time to the kids and finishing up other work that is due to my publisher or for the radio station. And so it's a bit of balance, and also trying to take care of myself, trying to stick to my food regimen and my exercise regimen and my daily practice and all of that. So it's taking me a little bit of time to get into my rhythm once we've started moving, but it is happening. And I wanted to share a bit about yesterday. I mean, it could not have been more perfect. It began in the morning. I was invited to speak at Tacoma Chapel by Reverend Jim Webb. It is his church, and he is an amazing, brilliant, just radiant man. And it was an anniversary of his church, and so he invited me to speak. And it was such a beautiful gathering of amazingly beautiful people. It started off with this fabulous singer singing one of my favorite songs by Shekinah Glory called Say Yes. And that song is the song that has inspired me every step of the way. Whenever I've had to break through something, I would put that song on, many times in tears, because it always meant also letting go of something and letting go of who I was, or letting go of a part of my life, and to just say yes to Spirit, to just say yes to opening in a bigger way. So it was so perfect that was the first thing that I heard. And then it went on, and the dots were connecting, and it was my turn to speak. And I got up for my 10 minutes and I spoke, and at the last minute I decided, you know what? I need to get my nerves out of the way. Not that I was feeling nervous, because I really was so in the moment that I was never feeling anything, but I knew that I needed to sing one time before I actually sang for the show. I didn't have any music, and so I just sang the words out, and it was a wonderful experience because the crowd was so loving. It was such a safe space. I sang 3 of the verses to the Conversations with the Universe song. They stood and applauded, and it was amazing, because I certainly didn't sound like that other woman that sang. And then she ended up singing right after me, so you really heard the best, and then you heard me, and then you heard her. But what was so beautiful is they honored my story, they honored my journey, and they honored just my willingness to try and be out there and stand. And so it was a beautiful way to begin. And then right after, following that, we were to be at Honey Borden at her Red Tent gathering. And we walked into this place, and Honey has this room in her home that is the Red Tent room. Such a sacred, beautiful space. She came out beautifully dressed, red flowing gown, feather in her hair, radiant as she is, blissful as she is, welcoming us in. And all of the ladies that were in attendance were wearing red. I didn't have on red because I didn't know that I was supposed to, and neither did Tuck. So that Honey went and grabbed 2 red scarves and wrapped them around us, and we were involved in the red tent. And it was the most intimate, beautiful sharing, such a sacred experience. They did that in honor of us, in honor of this journey, to send us off, to give us good wishes and blessings. And I just met a beautiful array of goddesses. I'll be sharing the pictures. We had a glitch with the video, so I don't have the video, but I will be sharing the pictures, and hopefully we've gotten through the glitch with the video so that now the videos can start coming to you as well, because I would love to share those experiences with you. And then in the evening we rushed to the Lyceum in Alexandria, Virginia, and set up for the show, and that was an experience, just getting set up. I got a little confused with the wiring on the sound system. I couldn't remember which wires went where, and I had taken pictures, but I think there was just so much going on during the day that I could not seem to quite get it. And luckily, there was a gentleman there who was a sound guy, and he came right over, fixed everything for me, and we started on time. We still started on time. I got there, and some of the people from the church that morning were in the audience. They came to the show just because they were so inspired by what I said in the morning. And then some of the people from Honey's group, they showed up in support. And I just have felt so welcomed, and it has been such a beautiful experience. And I sang, and they accepted that. And I have to admit, on the very last song that I sang, I forgot the words in the very last verse, and I just kind of rolled with it, because the whole point of it is, it's not about perfection. It's not about getting out there and doing it right the first time. This is about the experience of courage, the experience of being willing, and the experience of being real enough to people so that they also feel like it's okay to get out there and try something. It's okay to have a mess up, because it's never a mess up. Even in that is a message. And I just think the day was perfect. And so we got back late last night. We got back around 11 and fell into bed, Tuck and I. Maggie had the kids all day long. Sage made a couple of new friends, which was wonderful. And got up this morning, and today is the day for CCBC Theater in Baltimore, where we're doing the panel discussion. I'm so excited. I'm staying true to it. I'm not planning. I have no idea what I'm going to ask anyone. I have no idea what the conversation is going to be about. I'm just going to let it flow and be spontaneous, and it just feels like it's going to be right. And I've got Sister Jenna from the Meditation Museum who is going to be there on the panel. Reverend Anthony Farmer is going to. He is brilliant. Honey Borden is going to speak. And so what I didn't get to catch on video yesterday, I hope to catch some of that on video today. And then Raymond Anderson, and he has a group of interpreters, because we have some of the deaf community that is coming in, which I'm so thrilled about, to share with them and to have a way to share with them so that they capture it all. And I will sing one or two songs again today, and hopefully remember all the words this time. So it's all good. It really is all good. And every time I get up, I feel more comfortable. I remember years ago, even when I had to speak in the fashion industry, every time I would have to get up to go speak, I would have this feeling inside of, gosh, I can't wait till this is over with. I just want it to be over. And the moment it was over, it was like, thank goodness that's over. I hope I don't have to do it again. And what was so beautiful about yesterday is I never once had either one of those thoughts. I never worried. I never even thought about what had to be said or what had to be done. I was so present. I was so completely present to the moment, to the people, and to the experience. And at the end of the night last night, I finished out the show, and my heart said to me, you want to hug these people. You want to look into their eyes. This is why you came, Simran. This is what you want to receive back. And I asked them for that. And I went through every single audience member, and we looked into each other's eyes, and we embraced. And I heard such messages. A woman came up to me, and she said, I'm in the process of a divorce, and you said exactly the words I needed to hear today. I now feel strong enough to move forward in my life. Another man came up to me, and he said, I've been extremely successful in my life, and I've had this screenplay I've been wanting to write for 10 years, and I could not get it started. And your whole story about stopping and starting really touched me, and I'm going to go home and write this screenplay. And another woman came up to me, and she said, I've been stopping and starting, and I've been wanting to get out on the speaking circuit, and I've been wanting to spread my message, and I know I have a voice, and I know I have power, but something has always been holding me back. And you've given me the courage to say I can get out there and do this. That's what it's all about. Forget about being a teacher or a guru or certain status or looking a certain way or the perfectionism. Just get out there and do it. We are prepared along the way. We are taught and guided along the way. Do you think I didn't learn some things last night that are not going to make tonight better? And do you think that I won't learn things tonight that will make tomorrow night better? And do you not think that every step of the way on this journey is going to create a Simran that by the end of this year is going to look back in amazement in all that I've learned and how I've grown? That is what life is about. Being creative, creating, and experiencing the creation as inspiration to ourselves in a way that we inspire others. So, do what you need to do. Get out there and be it. Come to a show and get inspired, or just follow along in whatever way feels comfortable. I'm walking right beside you, locked arm in arm, holding you as you're holding me. In love, of love, with love, and as love. I'm Simran Singh. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Wish me luck. Bye.